Hello ladies. So today I'm here to show you our different types of foundations. Younique has multiple foundations. Guess we'll go over them super quick. The BB cream, which is a tinted moisturizer. This is what I typically steer towards because it is a tinted moisturizer. It's a little bit of coverage. It's a decent amount of coverage, but the reason I steer towards it is because it has that moisture that my dry skin needs. So we have the BB cream. We have the airbrush foundation, which is amazing if y'all haven't tried it. We have the stick foundation, and then we also have a liquid foundation, Touch Mineral Liquid Foundation, which I never really use these two, so I'm going to do a half and half today to show y'all the coverage that they have. We also have the pressed powder foundation, which is a powder foundation. So you have your airbrush, your liquid, your stick foundation, BB cream. I think that's all of them. Yep, that's all the ones we got. So I already started with my primer. I primed with our Glorious Touch Hydrating Primer. We do also have a regular primer. They're pretty much the same thing, but the hydrating just has like a little bit more hydration for dry, crusty skin like mine. So primer is super important. It protects the barrier between your pores and your makeup. I have pretty decent skin, no breakouts. I do get some breakouts here during that lovely time of the month, but I use our Younique skincare line, which is amazing. That doesn't look very good. But we have a totally customizable skincare regimen. You can go to theglossywife.com and take the skincare quiz, and it'll take you through every single thing in our skincare line, and you can customize it to your skin. And that's why my skin is, I have some hyperpigmentation, but as far as breakouts or anything like that, my skin usually stays pretty nice looking. And that's because of our skincare line. So without further ado, let's pop right in. Like I said, I'm going to use the stick foundation on one side and then the liquid on the other. The liquid is in the color Velour and the stick is in the color Lace. Now, if you need a color match, you can message me at the Glossy Wife on Facebook and send me a picture of you in natural lighting, and I can help you pick out your perfect shade. This is a dropper brush, so when you use the liquid foundation, you want to make sure you squeeze everything out of the dropper, then shake it, and then put it on your face. There's so many different tools that you can apply each of these foundations with. You just have to kind of see what works for your skin. So then I'm going to take a dropper full and just kind of put it all over. Maybe. Uh-oh. Looks like we're running out. Oh, there we go. Got some. Nailed it. Got plenty there. Holy macaroni. So I'm going to do a half a face. And like I said, you can use, this is our dual-sided powder concealer brush. It's for wet or dry products. It's amazing because it has this little tip here where you can get between your brows and all the places. So you can use a blending bud, you can use a stiffer bristled brush. You just kind of have to see what works for your skin. When I started out, it took me a minute to figure out which brushes work for which foundation on my skin. And that's all you have to do. Just kind of go through. If you're new to makeup, I'm not by far a professional at all, but if you're new to makeup, you just have to kind of watch tutorials and try different things out on your skin to see, what works for you, because what works for a 25-year-old is not going to work for almost 40-year-old like myself. So you just have to kind of do some trial and error and figure it out. So that's what this end of the brush is good for, getting in all those little creases and crevices around your brows so you don't chop them off. Try to do half a brow right there. It's going to be hard to do half and half, but we're going to try to figure it out. You're just going to press it all into your skin. Blend, blend, blend. Something I've learned with my foundation, my mascara, not my mascara, my eyeshadow, my blush, my bronzer. Blending is key. And if you blend your little life away, you may need some more blending. So just keep blending. Just trying to make sure I get this all in there. I did put a little bit more on my face than I normally would. It kind of just squirted out at me. But we're going to work with it. Okay, so this is our liquid foundation on this side. See the difference? Beautiful. Covers up most of that hyperpigmentation that I have on my face. A lot of ladies swear by this foundation. I haven't used it in a while because we came out with the, the stick and the airbrush and all the other stuff, but I'm not mad about it. I don't know why I haven't used it again. We'll have to start implementing that into our makeup routine. Trying different foundations. Okay. I'll wipe it off my lips because that's not cute. Okay, so this is the liquid foundation on this side. That's backwards, Tasha. See the coverage? Nothing on this side, and this is the liquid foundation. So now we're gonna go in. Sorry, I have something bothering me up here. There we go. We're gonna go in with the stick foundation. It's basically a liquid foundation in cream form. And this is full coverage. Both of these are a full coverage foundation. They are buildable, so if you need more coverage, you just kind of, put on a coat and build it up, put another one on. So with the stick foundation, I have learned that for my skin, a dry blending bud works better. I don't know that I've ever tried it with the powder concealer brush. It does make it harder to get around your eyes and your eyebrows with this big old thing, but I'm just gonna blend it in. It's hard to do half and half. I mean, the coverage is pretty much the same. They're both a full coverage foundation, but the purpose of this video is just to show y'all how many different foundations we have and how they, work with each skin type. I have the crustiest, driest old lady skin ever. And if I can use these foundations, y'all can too. The key to using them is learning how to use it with your skin type. I have very loose, older, mature skin. But yeah, I know a lot of ladies that are like, oh, I can't use the stick foundation, it's drying. You need the right primer. You need to protect your pores and use the right primer and the right application technique. Get your blending bud damp. Try it that way. Try a different brush. I've had 2 cups of coffee and I still cannot talk this morning. I'm trying to find a stiffer brush, but I don't think I have it out here. But yeah, you just have to use different brushes, different techniques, and find out what works for your skin. Okay, so that's one coat of the stick foundation on this side. I don't need 2 coats, but why the hell not? And then normally if I'm doing a makeup look with concealer, I'm not going to bring my foundation all the way up to my waterline, because with mature skin, once you put that foundation under your eye and then try to go in with the concealer, it's going to make it cakey. So I typically, if I'm doing a concealer, I just kind of bring it right under my eye down here. That way I put my concealer lower and I blend it up. That's a little technique that I've learned on my own, just with trial and error. Because for a long time I was like, I'm not using concealer. It's not made for my skin. But I needed the coverage. So I started working with it, and now I mix my Touch Skin Perfecting Concealer. I mix it with my primer. That way it's creamier consistency for my mature skin. And it works. So don't give up. If you want to contour, you want to highlight, in your 40s, 50s, wherever, or if you're younger and you just have looser skin, you can do it. Don't give up. Just try different techniques. You watch some of these younger girls on YouTube and stuff like that, and they can put all that concealer and all that stuff because they have tight, young skin. Us as older women, we do not. So you have to figure out what works for you. And if you have any questions, you can message me at The Glossy Wife on Facebook, and I can try to help you. Don't give up. You can wear all the same makeup and all the same stuff. They didn't have all this contour, highlight, concealer motion when I was in my 20s. It was literally like throw some foundation on your face. All right, I think I got it pretty much blended. Still got my eyebrows, didn't whack them off. All right, so this side is the stick foundation. Do you see that coverage? And then this side is the liquid. So I just wanted to show y'all how many varieties of foundation we do have and how Younique has a foundation for your skin type, for your face. So these are all of our foundations right here. It works. This is the liquid and the stick, half and half. But these are all of our foundations. Airbrush, BB, stick, liquid, and then we also have the pressed powder foundation. So we got you covered. Whatever you need, you go to theglossywife.com. Message me if you have any questions or if you need a color match. Again, I used the liquid on this side and the stick on this side. And that's what we got. Y'all have a great day.